All right, my friends, I'm sure no one is here yet because this stream was unscheduled AF. So I'm just gonna. Oh, we got a person. Welcome, person. Thank you, thank you. I know there are a few people who are wanting to see this. Oh, good. They're rolling in, my friends. Welcome, welcome. After 18 weeks and 4 days. The majesty, the glory is finally arrived. Welcome, everyone, to the very long awaited unboxing of the Saberforge Count. Anyone here in the chat? I'm not seeing any chat. Does that mean there is no chat? Or does that simply mean that. Hold on, let me see. Okay, if I click on. Okay, so I'm seeing the chat here on my phone. Hello, Calig, and hello, Oxenfezin, Red J. Good to see you back. And Bill McLaughlin. I've been looking forward to this. Hello, Red J, and Darth Knox is here. I thought you were. Oh wait, you go by Knox and not. Gosh, what's his name? Imperious. Thank you. Well, thank myself. All right, guys. So I have no idea why the box is this big because I didn't order a blade. So I don't know if they just do one size box, but we are going to do the very long-awaited unboxing of the Saberforge, the Count. Hold on, I'm going to blow out this candle for lighting reasons. I've been looking forward to this. All right, we're going to tilt the camera down, and I'm going to begin the unboxing. Noxus Dark Side Calic. Yes, I know that. Not well. No, I like Imperious. I'm sorry. All right, here we go. Here we go. Nice, smooth opening there. Oh, I can't wait. I tried to give you guys 15 minutes from when this came. I did update the stream, but I didn't notice any notifications on my phone when I updated the streaming time. So I don't know if you guys got any. So I was just like, screw it. We're going to do it. You guys are loyal. You guys are dedicated. You found me anyway. I prefer the less 100% options for Dark Knox. You know what? I think that's a pretty good. The Inquisitor has probably one of the best potentialities for doing kind of gray morality, and that's one of the things I like about him, other than stuff like the Smuggler. Or actually no, I feel like the Smuggler, you're kind of either like, I only care about money, or I want to help people. So the Inquisitor is a pretty good balance. Yellow J animations, hello, where's Red J? Where did your fellow cult member go? All right, this is where the fun begins. By the way, I just remembered that line, which obviously we all associate with Anakin, was first said in A New Hope by Han Solo. Oh, they gave me a blade. I did not order a blade. This is interesting. We're gonna start with the less exciting stuff to continue to build the anticipation. All right, that is a short blade. I'm gonna guess that's a 26 or 28-inch blade. I've got some blades behind me I can compare. I did get a blade, and I did not pay for one. So maybe this was their way of compensating. Just making sure nothing else less exciting. Ah! All right. Let's get some of this tape off. How heavy is it? Well, I'm going to wait till the bubble wrap is out of the way, and then I will answer that question. All right. So we got a charger, which there shouldn't be electronics in it. So I don't know if that maybe they gave me that because I ordered a charging port. So first little side things I ordered a brass kill key and a recharge port because Saberforge recharge ports are, well, I just wanted one that I knew would fit. All right. And it begins. Oh. Oh. Oh, no, what's this? This is my... Oh, they gave me a button. I didn't ask them to do that. I did ask them what type of button in an email. I said, what type of button goes in this? And they gave me the answer. So I ordered a big old box of tactile switches that had this in it. And they gave me one. That was really cool. I'm starting to be a little bit less upset that this took 18 weeks to get here because they... Oh my gosh. It's so much more beautiful than I ever imagined. Oh my gosh. I'm like crying inside. Oh, it's small. Like, so I saw a lot of reviews and people are like, oh, it's huge. And it is bigger than I want it to be, but it's less big than I was worried about. And I think that, oh my gosh. Ooh. This thing. Uh-oh. So first concern is that I don't know how to push that button in. Oh, well. Okay, so we're going to start. It is heavier than I expected, which is good. Okay, so it is empty, which is also good because I ordered it empty. One complaint immediately. I specifically asked them in another email. Like I said, we had lots of emails going on. There's a specific blade plug in the picture. And I told them I want to pay for that blade plug. And they said, oh, it comes with it for free. Well, this is just the standard Saberforge reactor blade plug. Hey, Google, turn off the work light. So if you can see, yeah, that's just the standard. Oh, now you can see. I mean, that is like legitimately chrome. Now hey, Google, turn on the work light. Hey, Google, turn on my office light. All right. So this is a standard Saberforge aluminum finish. And you can see it's kind of like it's a matte aluminum. And compare that to the chrome of, I mean, you can just, and the black is just gorgeous. And so I want to compare also. Now this is not Saberforge. This is Corbanth. So you can see this is also black and chrome. Now this is a denser metal than this. This is, well, actually this does feel denser than the standard Saberforge aluminum. But I mean, this, I don't know what this is, but this is just, craftsmanship is off the charts. Absolutely, Bill. The arc reactor blade plug. Yeah, the arc reactor blade plug. Is a kyber crystal in there? In my other one, yes. So what I did here, that is a double bladed adapter, and they're vented so the sound can get out. So if you look, I put I decided to make it a crystal reveal saber, just kind of makeshift. And so this is like my two-handed, almost broadsword. So I've used this one a lot in dueling when I have done Saber Legion. Oops. Which, if you guys don't know, Saber Legion is an ESPN recognized lightsaber combat sport. If you think of it kind of like MMA or mixed martial arts. So like if I do fencing, I'm only fighting against other people who are using fencing techniques. If I'm using Kendo, I'm only fighting against people who use other Kendo techniques. In Saber Legion, I come at it with a fencing background. I'm going against people who have a Kendo background, and so we're like mixing techniques back and forth. It's pretty cool. So I do like Saber Legion. Unfortunately, the nearest chapter, they meet about an hour away from where I live, so I don't go as often as I'd like. And plus, with COVID, no one's been going. Oh man, I know I promised that I'd wait until tonight to build it, but I really want to build it now. It's just so good. I mean, so I don't know what that is. That's concerning. So there's this little, these are called timing shims. They're like little, actually, I think that's what that is. They're like little metal. I mean, it's a lot softer than I anticipated, and it doesn't sit very well. And it kind of slides out. So you got to be really careful with that. Oh, yep, it just slid out. And so what those are supposed to do is make it so that when you screw it in, it lines up. And you can see it doesn't quite line up right. So I need to now order more timing shims, which I don't want to do, or I don't want to wait for. I mean, I guess it's not a huge deal. All right, so test number 2. Actually, I'm probably going to have to tilt my camera back. All right. How does it look on the belt? That is almost exactly what I want. That is pretty cool. That is pretty dang cool. Whoa. Yeah, the bottom jiggles a bit. Not totally thrilled about that. All right. Sounds like a fun sport. It is a fun sport. Hello, Mary Sue. Where is Red J? I like it. Red J was here, unless you're also Red J. It is so nice. We got a helicopter flying around. The black and chrome looks as good as I was hoping it does, because the black and chrome looks phenomenal on the Corbanth Qui-Gon. If you want a really good looking black and chrome lightsaber, I highly recommend this one. It is more expensive than Saberforge, but the black and chrome, I mean, the camera does not do it justice, but it is, or this camera doesn't. I've got better cameras, but they don't do live streaming. I mean, plus look how deep those grooves are, and those goes all the way down. But yeah, this is just a well-made saber. It feels right in the hands. It's dense. I haven't dented this thing, whereas like the normal Saberforge aluminum ones, they dent really easily. So I was hoping that this one would be a nice, good black, chrome, and red, because I love that color scheme. And I need to figure out. All right, so we're just gonna any specific things you guys want me to check out, because always when other people do these reviews, there are things that I'm like, I really want to know this, but they're not talking about it. So anything you guys want to know about this saber, I'd love to answer those questions. So leave those in the comments. Did Mary Sue run away again? I don't know. She was just here. You personally don't like chrome hilts? I normally don't either, but I like them when they're mostly black and a little bit of chrome. I think that looks pretty good. Okay. So I need to find... Oh, no. Okay, good. It's like, do I not have an Allen wrench that fits in this? Because... Oh, wait. No, it's this one. Right? Okay, so I know that this comes out by Allen wrench. Oh, and there's a screw in there. And so when I loosen that, that'll be how I get the button in. I have no idea how I'm going to get the... Because you can see that's kind of closed off. And the button goes in here. So I don't know how I'm going to do that. Well, we're not going to build it now. But might as well just, like, look at everything. All right, so let's see what happens. Okay, so we know... Now, I know from the initial reviews I've read that this part does not unscrew. I do know that the claw comes off. So let's take... Yeah. Try spinning. That's a good trick. Not yet. I'm fairly certain I didn't order a blade. I guess it's possible. I ordered this in January. It's entirely possible that ordered part of it that I just forgotten. Because I know, like I said, I know I ordered the kill key, excuse me, the brass kill key, and I ordered the charge port. I do not remember ordering a blade. So they just gave me that. How much did it cost? The hilt by itself, no electronics, none of the extras, is $199.99, $200. Try orbiting. That's a Form 2 trick. Technically true. Although, okay. So this here is the LED retention screw. And so this would be the blade retention screw. Oh, I probably should turn my phone on Do Not Disturb. That would be a good idea. Oh, now my phone alerts me that I'm live. Okay. Blade plug, 1.5 inches. So that's how deep the blade will sit in the... there's another screw. That's how deep the blade will sit in the hilt. I found 1 inch tends to be a little bit too shallow. The blade will wiggle when you swing it, so you don't want that. I found my best experiences to be with 2-inch recesses. Okay, so did they change this? Because I know this is the Dooku version 2. This is not their original Dooku. So I don't know. Okay. So this does not, the claw no longer comes off all the way, but you can kind of pull it a little bit so that you can unscrew this elbow here. Now this elbow is the only part of it that isn't chrome. It's kind of a matte gray, which is accurate to Dooku's actual hilt. Okay. So now that we're just kind of unscrewing things and seeing what can come off. That's in there real tight, so I don't know if I'm supposed to unscrew that. So is that. But I know this is supposed to come off. Do I have to watch other people's reviews again? Okay, here we go. Have you heard the story about the Utes? No. Do I want to hear that story? That's the better question. At least you die with style when facing Dooku. This is true. You know, Dooku goes for the disarming blows, and he will give you a honorable end. Okay. So I'm taking out these brass screws to either side of the pommel. And that... Oh, there we go. Okay. So now we just pull, and the chrome pommel comes off of the last straight piece. Meanwhile, Vader just cleave you to death and choke you out. You're not wrong. You are not wrong, my friend. Okay, let's see. Now the real question is, how on earth do I get this screw out? I'm playing on hard mode today, boys. And Mary Sue. I have no idea what this screw is for, because I guess this can come off, but I don't know why it would. What I'm mostly concerned about is that button. Red J. Monkey. Try. Try to take that screw out? Is that what you're saying? Oh, I should probably turn off my air filter. Wrong word. I gotta get my glasses. That button is going to be the killer part. I'm going to bet it right now, because the LED is just gonna go in here. The soundboard I think I'm putting in here. And the battery is going to go somewhere in this straight section. Obviously, the blade goes here, and the speaker goes here, and the recharge port goes there. It's that stupid button. So we're going to try to figure out how to take that. I need here. You know what? I got to take my blade plug and put all these screws in it to be smart. Except for these brass ones, because those are fine, and I don't want them cluttering up my space. This here, this screw here, I'm wondering, is this even the right size? Oh man, I'm getting claustrophobia just looking in there. Slip the screw out and butter it up. Wait. Okay, start first, Bill. Bill says, I wonder how Vader would work as a Mortal Kombat character. I could only imagine his fatalities. Red J says, slip the screw out and butter it up. And then you put the button in, and it would just butter up even more and put it all together again. So you have a complete lightsaber. I don't even know what that's clearly a joke. I don't even know what the joke is. Okay. Just gotta breathe. Oh, for Pete's sake. Getting all. Okay, that is too small. One step at a time. All right, let's try from this side. It doesn't seem like it would be easier, but you never know. It is almost certainly not. Do I have a middle ground Allen wrench between this size and this size? I have a feeling that I don't. Now I have these drill bits that have Allen wrenches on the end of them that I tend to use when I don't have an actual Allen wrench of that size. But with this, you really need that elbow to get in there. I need to get that screw out, because that's where the button goes. I just noticed something when one of the younglings. Wait, I just noticed something with one of the younglings. Is it me, or was Katuni using Makashi? I'd have to check that, because you only really see her when Sunube is training them in the episode where Anakin and Barriss duel, right? Like, that's the only time you see Katuni using a lightsaber. Am I right? Or not? I very well could be wrong. Well, I have no idea how I'm supposed to get this out. That, and when she is fighting the battle droids along with Hondo's pirates, I forgot about that. When they disguise themselves as circus. I think I've only seen that episode twice. This is just... I don't want to say it's terrible design because I don't know how I would have done it better. It's an inconvenient design. I am inconvenienced. Oh. Nope. Almost. All right, I got a half turn. Maybe half was being generous. Tilt it towards the light. Nope, that's not even turning. That's just like gripping. Oh yeah, I already read that one. Okay, Red J says I gotta go do something. I will be back soon. Well, hopefully we're still doing this. If not, we will be here tonight to build the thing, assuming I can figure out how to get this red button out. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, that's going to be that's playing on hard mode. For those of you who have built your own lightsaber, I've built 3 lightsabers, and I'll say that for the most part, this saber is going to be significantly easier than most of the sabers I've built. That said, this button might just make up for everything else. I found the angle that it goes in, but I have to get it in enough. Okay. Nope. Bugger. Let's get some music going. Hey Google, play Knights of the Old Republic soundtrack.
Okay, here's a YouTube music playlist called Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic soundtrack.
Oh, we're going to start with Yaviar's Cantina? Or is this Pazak? Never mind. Maybe it'll distract me from how annoying this is. Wait. That's tightening it. Oh, for Pete's sake. I love how in almost every RPG from the mid 2000s to mid 2010s, or early 2000s to mid 2010s, they basically had some form of blackjack. It's like it's pretty much blackjack, but slightly different. Although I will say Pazak is probably my favorite variation. What surprises me is how similar Pazak and Sabak are. The biggest difference between them, I think, is that you have your own deck in Pazak, whereas with Sabak, you're running from a dealer's deck. But Sabak is also kind of more like poker, where you can't see your opponent's deck. But you're still going for that kind of 21 number, if I remember right. I'd have to look up the rules again. I know how to play Pazak. I don't know how to play Sabak. Old Republic spoiler talk. So spoilers on Iocath when the Sith allies with the Sith Emperor Malcolm says Sith never listen to reason, which makes no sense when the Sith are more likely to ally with each other. Well, in that game, not always. Hey Google, reduce volume by 10%. Is this inside the Sith base? I think this is inside the Sith base. Yeah. Makes it hard to breathe, guys. I don't know why I have a hard time breathing when I focus on tiny things. It's one of the reasons I wear the glasses. It helps me focus and not go cross-eyed. No, that was not inside the Sith base. That might have been Revan's revelation or something like that. But this is Dantooine Outback. One of my favorites. I remember the most annoying thing about playing through KOTOR was Nar Shaddaa. That was a huge pain. Nar Shaddaa was only in KOTOR 2, I think. It was not in KOTOR 1. I know that. KOTOR 1 just had Taris, Dantooine, Manon, Kashyyyk, Korriban, Tatooine, and the unknown planet, and then, the one mission on the Leviathan. I'd like to thank the three of you that are sticking around. I know that we've lost a couple, but we're going to be more interesting for the build portion, I think. Boo-doo, boo-doo. So I'm fairly certain that this is the right size Allen wrench, but I need one that's like long and narrow. Gotta breathe. Oh, you were talking about both KOTORs together. Sure. So of all the missions and all the KOTORs, your least favorite was Nar Shaddaa. Whereas I think Nar Shaddaa was probably one of my favorite planets to play the Inquisitor on through the Inquisitor's story. I love the you can start your own cult, or you've got all these choices with that cult on Nar Shaddaa. Oh, for Pete's sake, why is this so hard? There has to be a better way to do this, guys. Saberforge, are you listening? I'm just going to appreciate the help real quick. Feel the motivation. It really is like almost the perfect size. I mean, I would have loved maybe 10% smaller, but it isn't massive and unwieldy. Like, did you guys ever have the plastic Dooku hilt? That thing was massive. I wish the cult had more to do later on. The silencer cannon. Yeah, I agree. Primarily because, if you give the cult to those other guys, they promise you'll have access to this network, but of course you don't. We will come whenever you need us, but they don't. What were they, the One or whatever they were called? I don't know. They had something to do with numbers. All right, hold on. Tools. Needle nose. Ow. Do not close the needle nose pliers on your fingers. Technically, that was my palm. This does not. I do not think this will work. Just going to point that out. But if I don't try, I won't know. And it's better than just continuing to try the same nonsense over and over again. Oh my gosh. It's like I hold my breath when I focus on tiny things. I think that's what it is. I just have to remember to breathe. I have to be conscious about it, which is not something that we're used to doing. You spent 2 hours running around Nar Shaddaa, Bill McLaughlin, with no idea where to go through Nar Shaddaa on SWTOR was fine. I have a confession to make. I haven't finished KOTOR 2. I need to. I just haven't. Saberforge, how do your employees do this? Like when you're installing account, what are you doing? What is your secret? Please tell me. I cannot get the red button out. And I need to if I want to. Oh, goodness gracious. I've just spent, 15 minutes trying to get this button out. And my viewers are being very patient with me. I wouldn't have the patience to watch this. And yet, here we are. I mean, it's worth it because this is one of the coolest activation switches of all time. You guys just talk in the chat about whatever you want, and I'll just be here for your moral support. Malik's theme has really grown on me. I don't know if you've noticed from my videos. I've put it in like every video. Especially like I like opening my Real Reason videos. What was the Real Reason? Whatever. This upcoming video, we got a teaser for you guys for the four of you. Next video is going to ask the question, what was George Lucas' greatest failure? Let me know in the chat what you think the answer is. I mean, the video is already recorded, so your answers won't get in there, but yeah, what do you think George Lucas' greatest failure was? I've got the cheekiest thumbnail ready. This almost makes me want to give up. This stupid button. Yeah, I've got a little. Yeah. Ooh. I don't even remember how I got through it. Killing those two made me feel like a real Sith. I remember Barris' question about height. Oh, you think they retconned Barris? Yeah, I think they just retconned how old Barris was in Attack of the Clones, because she was like not young. I mean, she was still technically a Padawan, but she was kind of like how Obi-Wan was a Padawan in Phantom Menace, where he's like 22 in Phantom Menace, but he's still a Padawan. Was that the whole playlist? Hey Google, play the Knights of the Old Republic soundtrack.
All right, here's a YouTube music playlist called Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic soundtrack.
Okay, this is the same playlist. Hey Google, play Knights of the Old Republic original soundtrack.
Playing Knights of the Old Republic 2.
I'll take
Sith
it.
Lord soundtrack full on YouTube Music.
I'll take it. Well, did we lose my camera? It's saying I still have it here. Hello? Hello? You're saying camera's still good? Okay, so it just must be my phone. That's fine. Cool. Okay. I just restarted it. Okay. Cool. All good then. Yep, you can't have a KOTOR soundtrack without Bastila Shan's theme. I'm sorry. That's absolutely my favorite. Okay, so the only angle I can get this in would only be good for tightening it. Because, it's at this angle, and to go this way would be to tighten it. I want to go this way. You turds! What have you done? Big fat turds at Saberforge. Now, Saberforge, for those of you who don't know, has a massively terrible reputation for being tardy with their orders. And now, granted, mine being 6 weeks late was kind of on the low end. I mean, I've heard of people waiting a year for their sabers. So if you do order from Saberforge, that is something worth considering. They do good work, at least with their hilt machining. I have not heard good things about their electronics. I like the high-end soundboards like the Crystal Focus and the Profi boards, which they don't have anything that compares to that. So that's one of the main reasons. Well, I'd say there are 3 reasons why I order all my hilts empty. That's one. The second is that excuse me. The second is I don't remember what one was. So the 3 reasons are: 1, Saberforge doesn't do great electronics; 2, I like to have high-end soundboards; and 3, it is the path of a Jedi or Sith to build your own lightsaber. So I think it's an important part of the process. If I could just use the Force, I could just pull that screw out, but I can't. Curse you, real-world physics. I wish they told us what happened to Barriss after Order 66. I love the theory that she ended up being the 7th sister. It was the 7th sister, right? That was the one from season 2. Because she's still Miriulian Loon, and I don't know what they're technically called. Miriulian. I can never pronounce that species, but whatever they are, she's one of those, and so is Barriss. And Barriss was imprisoned by the Coruscant Guard very, very close to, within a year of Order 66. So it would make sense for her to become an Inquisitor. We can just go the easy route and say Barriss hated the Jedi, so it would make sense for her to be an Inquisitor. But to be fair, Barriss's problem with the Jedi was the opposite of what the Inquisitors would have, where she thought that the Jedi shouldn't be going to war at all. But yeah, if that's the case, she got wrecked by Maul. Maul wrecked the Inquisitors effortlessly. You watch the Rakata Temple fight against Bastila and her theme on and her theme in that cutscene. Barriss topic. Sadly, 7th sister wasn't her. Now, is that confirmed? I'm pretty sure, it would be unlikely for it to be her. I like the theory, but I wouldn't stand by it. I wouldn't say, yeah, that's her. But I didn't know it was confirmed. Oh, mother trucker. Okay. Discovery of the century. Gentlemen, if I take off the cover tech knob, I knew there had to be a better way. So I'm going to take off the cover tech knob. Ready? 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 Boom. Cover tech knob taken off. Now. And there's a hole on the back. I want to kill myself. Okay. Oh. And it just fits. It just fits. Oh, that was so tight. That would have been impossible Oh, yes. Okay, so there's 2 recesses, which leads me to believe that maybe 2 buttons go in there? I don't know. Gentlemen, now we're cooking with gas. All right. Bruh. Bruh. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so this just like slides over it. I just look in there, I'm like, there's a little hole on the other side. I feel like a moron. Which is fair. It's valid criticism. There's 2 people in here. Yeah, it's just you and Bill, man. Also, congrats on finally getting it. Thank you. I mean, there should technically be 3 because I'm watching from my private account too. Although now it's saying we've got 4. So, welcome. All right. I now know how to take everything apart and easily, so I can put it back together. We can take a last look, last review. Now, guys, let me know in the chat because you guys are the ones that are like the really dedicated ones. So if you want me to build it now, I'm quite inclined to do so. I have no idea how that button goes in there, but we'll find out. I'm gonna. Now there's 4. Hello there. Well, the number is always going to be 1 less than it actually is because 1 is me. So there's 3, but I love you all. Even if there's only 3, you know, that's kind of the thing with this channel. This is just a true fans channel. This isn't a, you know, I don't really care about views. I just kind of care about connecting with my community, connecting with my friends. I made it because I wanted to keep doing live streams because I like you guys, but I also don't have, like, I don't have the knowledge about how to make live streams work for me on the monetized channel, and the live streams end up like really wrecking the algorithm. The algorithm's like, oh, only 20 people watched your live stream. I guess that means only 20 people like your content. We're going to stop recommending your regular videos. So it's like, I've got to just do, I've just got to do the live streams for the people who care. I know you guys would just subscribe to this other channel. This is just going to be a channel for friends only. And we can talk about, I can give you guys sneak peeks for what videos are in the pipeline, stuff like that. Like I said, next video is what was George Lucas' greatest failure. You guys have yet to guess what you think that what that failure is. Build soon, rattle the masses. If you feel like building now, go for it right now. The hard part seems to have passed. Yeah, now that I know how to get that button out, I think it's all going to be downhill from here. I put the button on upside down. That's okay. Right? That's dumb. What's going on there? There we go. Well, the button's on upside. Oh no, I can't. I can't put it all together if the button's on upside down. Never mind. I thought I could. I'll be right back. I'm going to take a shower. Should be 5 minutes, give or take. All right. Well, Bill, I'll see you then. Let me know in the chat. Well, if you're already gone, I can't tell you that. I was going to say, let me know in the chat when you're back so that I can wait to do the build. We are going to switch live streams, though, to the other one, just so that they are properly titled and named and thumbnailed, even though the thumbnail is pretty much the same, just with different words. Okay, so we're going to... All right, we're putting the saber back together so we can do a final review of the empty hilt before we start the actual build. I wanted to get to know the hilt before I... oh, wait, the timing shim goes in this one. Wanted to get to know the hilt, and that's always a good idea. When you're building your own lightsaber, get to know the hilt before you start building with it. Take it completely apart, everything that can unscrew it. Get to know everything about it. I need those freaking timing shims, man. Okay. So I'm not going to screw in all the stuff on the claw because I'm going to have to take that out in just a minute. But this is... Oh, gosh. It's just perfect. Now it is a little wobbly on the bottom. A lot of that will be fixed when I screw everything in tightly. Just for the sake of... Yeah, it's a very short blade, which is actually okay for me. I didn't really want a super long blade in my Dooku hilt. It is, like I said, the hilt is a little bigger than I wanted it, but it's not as big as I was afraid it was going to be. It fits very nicely in my hand, and especially my but the thing I was most worried about is how thick it was. I can wrap my hand around that really easily, and I don't have super large hands, so that's exactly what I want. Cool. So what we're going to do, I'm going to get all my... oh, wait, what color will the blade be? Will it be blue and red separately? So I have an RGB, which stands for red, green, blue. I have an RGB LED, which means I will be able to change the color whenever I want. I think the colors I'm most... Well, red, green, and blue. Like, I like all three. I'm going to have it be able to do all the colors, so purple and orange included, even white. But I'm thinking I'm mostly going to be using it as... I'm going to try it as blue, and I'm going to try it as green. I'm going to see which one looks better with the hilt, because I go back and forth on what I like personally. I am going to make sure that I have a classic red, because it's obviously, you know, when we see this hilt in the movies, it's red. When Dooku used it as a Jedi, it was blue. I tend to see myself as a green lightsaber wielder, so we're going to see. But this might just make me change my mind to blue. So what we're going to do, we're going to close out this stream. I'm going to gather all of my materials, and in, let's just say, within the next 20 minutes, we're going to start the actual build live stream. Thank you, my friends, for joining me for the unboxing, and I will see you in the next video.